Hi everyone, my name is Diana Palm, the Love Witch. How much do you actually know about your ancestors? Now, you know, one of my missions is crossing over all the souls, clearing hauntings, and really helping the living shift into higher vibrations. And this is how we get there. So let's take a good look at some of the insane asylums and how we can shift this unhealed energy, both on a personal level and collectively. In Massachusetts, there was Danvers Lunatic Asylum. This was part prison and part asylum. It was opened in 1978 and housed the mentally ill and criminals. Eventually, it also housed the mentally disabled, alcoholics, and felons. This facility was so understaffed that it was said that people would die and not be found until days later when their body began decomposing. Like most insane asylums, there was shock therapy and lobotomies. There is also a very large cemetery on site, suggesting that these methods were not effective. In West Virginia, there's the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. It was designed to hold about 250 patients, but ended up holding more than 2,400 patients at a time. Again, there was severe overcrowding where people were locked in cages, lobotomized, and chained up. People see many apparitions at this location. This facility was first occupied in the Civil War era, and it's said that there are still soldier ghosts roaming the hallways. Many people see apparitions here. It's an active hotspot where many spirit voices will tell the living, "Get out," and where a well-known ghost named Ruth is said to physically attack people. The third on the list is in Kentucky. It's the Waverly Hills Sanatorium. There is alleged to be 63,000 deaths inside its walls. It was originally built as a tuberculosis hospital in the early 1900s, but there are many tales of mistreatment and human experimentation. There are many apparitions of ghosts being seen here, including a little boy named Timothy and a nurse who jumped out of an upstairs window. You can only imagine the energy of the suffering trapped within those walls and at any of these facilities. And that's why I've always trained my mediums, my healers, and my paranormal investigators to do a proper and complete healing at these types of facilities. It is really important to heal the energy of human suffering, to cross over the ghosts, to clear the demons, and to shift this negative aspect of our past, to bring in healing and to really restore the energy at these locations. If you're a paranormal investigator, a ghost enthusiast, or somebody who's just generally interested in haunted locations, it's really important to know that these were real people. These people received a lot of physical, mental, and emotional harm. These were unwanted people that people did not recognize or value, and they were left behind by many. I feel it's really important to go in and heal the human suffering that has occurred at these locations and to restore the energy of the soul that has been so impacted by neglect and abuse. It is always fun to go into a haunted environment and collect data and evidence and proof of the afterlife, but it is equally important to then heal the energy, to release the trapped souls, and to shift the energy of the environment so that this time in history can be released. This time frame can be healed, and people attached to this energy can heal. As long as there are souls stuck at these locations, abandoned by their family, neglected, not seen, not heard, and been mistreated, that energy exists not just at the location, but in the very cells in your body if you have any genetic connection to them. If this was one of your ancestors, their pain and suffering lives within your body. And that's why I wrote Genetic Ghosts, to help people understand that this energy cannot be ignored. It should not be ignored or avoided. It's time to heal it, and you can heal this energy right inside your own body. You don't actually have to go to those locations and cross over all the ghosts and do the healing, although it'd be really great to get a group that wants to go there with me. But individually, on a personal level, you can connect with the collective consciousness of this group event, the suffering of humanity from these locations and from this time frame in history and from any of your ancestors who experienced it firsthand. And you can heal it within you and help shift the energy on earth. You can free so many souls by doing this, and you can clear your genetic ghosts. What many people don't talk about at insane asylums is that there are often filled with demons. There are so many entities, non-humans and demons that exist around the mentally ill and people who are really struggling and suffering. And it is really, really important to clear these energies as well. Many cultures don't understand negative energies or entities or demons. And many people want to pretend like they don't exist, but they do. And they have wreaked havoc on the living for so long. They have harmed people. They have broken them down mentally. And that's why I also like to teach every single individual the skills to keep their own spiritual energy clear so that you can stay protected spiritually and not be impacted by the negative entities that influence people into mental illness. I would never advise a paranormal team going into an insane asylum unless they also knew how to get rid of demons, how to clear the negative entities, and how to cross over ghosts. When you step forward to clear these facilities, it is really important to go in spiritually strong with a lot of discernment for the spirits that you will be interacting with. Not all spirits are actually ghosts. Insane asylums probably have the highest rate of physical attack because there was so much abuse and so much psychic energy of frustration, helplessness, and abuse taking place there. With that energy comes a lot of entities, negative attachments, and actual demons that will exist in that frequency. It's important to understand that many people suffering with different forms of spiritual illness or mental disability are also being spiritually attacked, and that these two energies go hand in hand. If you know of somebody in the current day that's experiencing mental disability or mental illness, it's very important for them to be spiritually cleared and to do daily work to stay spiritually clear. If you're a healer, you can do this work for them, but I encourage everyone to learn how to do this for themselves, to keep your own energy clear of negative entities. If you're ready to clear your own genetic ghosts, or even if you're ready to help somebody you love, be sure you get my guide, Genetic Ghosts, down below this video. You'll also get a 15-page guide on how you can stay spiritually clear. Plus, you'll also get 10% off my online course called Paranormal Rescue Medium, which will help you to clear hauntings in negative locations so that you can be one of those spiritual warriors out there, shifting the energy and vibration on earth, crossing over lost souls, and clearing negative entities. If you have a fascination with ghosts, haunted buildings, or insane asylums, let me know that down in the comments below. If anyone you love has ever had a mental illness or spent time in a mental facility or insane asylum, let me know down in the comments below. It would be especially important for you to clear some genetic ghosts within your family line. If you like this video, be sure to give me a like down below, subscribe, and share it with your friends. I can't wait to see you in the next episode.